Hello, welcome to FACEIT TV. We're back after a short break. You had a shake.
I did.
Look at this right over there. Do you want to show it to the stream? What's in there?
This is pre-workout to keep me going.
Just drinking pre-workouts all day.
Yeah.
When's the workout coming?
I was going to go at 6 a.m.
It's a bit past 6 a.m. post workout.
But I valued my sleep a little bit longer.
How much did you sleep?
2 hours.
It's pretty good.
I was so stressed
Nice.
at being on stage, on show. No, I wasn't really. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. A mixture of hay fever, heat. I went to bed at like 1 and then fell asleep about 5.
Sounds good.
Got up at 7 for you guys.
And we're going into the game. We have Evil and Ash up first. Of course, we're in the playoff bracket. This is the first map of the first semi-final. And, of course, we have Cypher on the other end as well. And right here, Evil getting a pretty good start, it seems. It would appear. And Ash is going to go in for the cutoff here with the plasma. This is a great move. What damage. Brilliant stuff there with the plasma gun. 24% rocking that damage. 180 damage with that plasma right at the start.
5 ping for Evil.
5 ping. Yeah, I mean, Evil doesn't even need 5 ping.
Evil's evil, yeah, that's true.
And
he must live like in the server.
in the server.
He is the server.
Evil's the server. This explains so much. And we have another red situation coming up. Evil's going for the pressure, and might be able to. Actually, Ash is just going to back away. I think that is definitely a good thing to do. He didn't even spam a rocket. Thought he'd stick around, a bit of spam, cheeky spam, but no. Ash is not messing around. He wants to play safe, and Evil is slowing things down here because he might just be able to catch Ash. There he goes. Evil's got position for both Red and Mega. It's a great spot to be in. He can decide how he wants to cut off Ash. Good railing, and Ash is trying to force his way through that spot. You got to question it.
Yeah, I mean, so far Evil seems to be a little bit more on his game than we saw in Group A this morning. And I don't know how many people were around for that first match, but
Don't watch it.
well,
Don't go
A,
back.
don't watch it, but B, I've never seen Evil play like that. Not even years ago when he wasn't anywhere near as good. Just stupid mistake after stupid mistake.
Ash spotted there, but the rocket does make him fluff that rail shot, which is good from Ash, of course. And that's going to allow him to survive a little bit longer. But the problem does remain that he needs more stack. He's going to be able to get a yellow here, but he might just lose all of his stack in the process.
He stuck around for a second too long there and took far too much damage. Either way, he's doing a good job at avoiding Evil. Nevertheless, I don't know if you're on stream when you said it, but if Evil doesn't have to fight you, he won't. He's quite happy to do his own thing and will take a fight when it's preferable to him, which is probably this is the best way to play.
Man, I did say that off stream, but it felt like yesterday, but it's actually at the start of the stream.
Okay, it was off stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Evil trying to pursue here. He's just taking it very slow, and that's good. I mean, you don't have to get crazy here. There's absolutely no reason for him to overextend.
Good
because he's doing fine, and it won't change the situation much. What he's doing right now is working. He keeps hurting Ash's stack. Ash, oh, so much damage. And check the stack again and see exactly the same thing. Ash is getting lower and lower and lower. Getting caught again. That double back not going to work out there. Evil kind of going with the gamble. Just going for that prediction for the double back, and he got a lot of damage out of it.
Nice.
And there it is. Does manage to get the frag. Good shot from Evil. And that's going to bring him to a position now where Ash is chasing a lead. Whereas before, Ash, to be fair, Ash didn't even get a chance to try to chase a lead. He was too busy just trying to survive against Evil, who was constantly just, winning this war of attrition.
Yeah, he's doing fine, but the problem is Evil's done a great job at even shutting down these yellows. That was really nice play by Ash, blocking Evil out to get a free red. He really needed that. Grenade spam.
Big push here from Ash, but that rocket was good, but don't peek out. And he doesn't.
There are not many players that, well, there's no players that do it as well as Evil, is that continuous LG spam to catch the double back. Players that do that against Evil continuously take so much damage because he doesn't stop aiming until he knows you're gone. It's a great feature to have in your play because it's, over the course of a game, you could add up to like 500 plus X damage just from spamming your weapon a little bit longer.
It costs so little as well.
It costs nothing except your pride in your stats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. So 4.5 minutes played now, and Evil is definitely a much more serious than he was looking earlier today.
Definitely, yeah. I think he's qualified, he's out to win it. The games are over.
Perhaps earlier he was just playing with a steering wheel.
Perhaps he was.
With his feet. With his eyes closed.
Wow, there's a lot of handicaps. He
I
still
know,
won.
He's pretty good at the game.
5-minute
But
warning.
5-minute warning, halfway now, and Ash does make an appearance there towards the Mega. The Mega's not for another 5 seconds though, so Ash's little appearance there kind of doesn't really give him all that much. Although now he does know where Evil is, but the cost was pretty big for that. And Evil's going to pick away that Mega. So big problems here from Ash because Evil's still running a very solid cycle. He's not really missing a beat on all of these major items, and we can see Ash though he's managed to disappear for long enough that he's got a really good stack. Clicked away just as he got hit by that, so you didn't have to see it. It wasn't PG. Spam rocket was too dirty, man. Too dirty.
I mean, this is Evil's map pick, so, and he's playing it to a T at this minute, not overextending at all. So if Ash wants to make a comeback, it literally has to be all in his own making, because I'm sure Evil's not going to make a mistake.
Patiently awaiting a move here. And still nothing from Ash, but again, he's confident that he can just keep winning these battles. Whenever he sees Ash, he gets a lot of damage and constantly delays opportunities from Ash because Ash is just without a stack to do anything.
Exactly.
I mean, it's in many ways it's really quite a simple map. Oh dear, you do not see that trap often, I gotta say, and that was a pretty darn nice one. We can check out. Oh, a steal coming in from Ash, but Evil does miss the shot, so this is a big opportunity there for Ash.
Ballsy. Like 50 health, 40 armor, whatever it was, 60 armor. Takes a lot of guts to do that.
You can see they're pretty even at the moment. This would be a great time for Ash to find a fight, but it can't just be any fight. He has to make sure that it's a decent opening.
They're both very tentative because Evil knows if he takes a fight, and even if he wins, if it's not clean, Ash will be on the offensive. And
wow, he came back in. Ash totally did not expect that. He got so much damage out of that.
Yeah, but Evil's left with nothing, not even a yellow at this point in time, so it's not too bad for Ash.
I'd have loved to see that double back from Evil's pop because I didn't expect that at all.
No,
I just didn't see that happening.
It's one of those things that when he does it, you think, yeah, that's a great move. It's so obvious, but it's also at the time you don't expect it for some reason. And clearly Ash didn't either, since he was nowhere to, well, his aim was nowhere to be seen on Evil.
So Ash is finally, in a good opportunity here to make some stuff happen. He's got that stack going, that control.
Yeah, and I think Ash can cause Evil some problems. His control, as we've seen today, can be immaculate, and he's so aggressive.
And he goes quick rocket jump up, goes scout over towards that RL. He's not going to spot his opponent Evil just yet, but he goes back to the Mega, circling everything on the map.
This is a sign of respect by Evil, this map, because he's been playing it so passive.
Yep, this is a one frag game. It's all about that number one. It's going to end with this, most likely.
Ash knows where he is.
There Ash goes. Makes his way back towards the sound cues. He knows Evil has to be lurking, but he's lost track of his exact location now. Evil could be anywhere, and there he spots him over at the teleporter. Not able to do much though. And this is really the trick. This is the devil's in the details here in catching your opponent, and does get some good damage onto Evil now. But can he finish it off? There he goes, gets pressured, so much LG damage. Evil just runs at him, no fear at all. Brilliant stuff there from Evil, unexpected.
Just the weapon the weapon choice by Ash was a little bit poor, and Evil capitalizes on every little mistake. I mean, a rail wasn't a bad choice. Evil trying to get away, like 90% of the players would choose rail in that situation.
Yes.
And yet Evil waits for you to miss and pushes in with nothing, causing you to be on the back foot. And that is why he's...
Oh my god, he actually gets him, and Evil, he saw like just a small like pixel of his foot, and oh my god, he's so unlucky that Evil pushed him down.
It was another excellent trap by Ash, and with 30 seconds to play, he's on the offensive and he needs to be.
There he goes, back up to that red armor, going to swing back around. We can see where Evil is. Here he goes, Ash barreling around the corner, going to miss the shot. 20 seconds left for that single frag that he needs to get. We can see Evil's position here. He doubled back through, and he's got a good chunk of armor here. And he's going to be... Is he going to be hiding there or just chilling by the teleporter?
Teleporter dancing.
So Jibo moves here by the teleporter. There it is. And
oh no.
It's going to take a miracle now for Ash to pull this one off. Another rocket jump.
No.
Springing on forwards. But there it is. Offensive GG there.
Wow.
Called by Evil. And that's the map. One frag. And that's more like it. That's what you expect.
That is a proper ZTN. That is a Russian ZTN at its best.
That's what you expect when you're seeing these players play.
Yeah.
In the group stages, we were looking. That's why we were just completely just.
That was that's the
our minds were
point.
blown because we didn't see.
That's kind of like the complete reverse to what we saw this morning. Like he went from over aggressive to now not over defensive, probably just the right amount of defensive, but even still like the complete opposite of how he was playing this morning. It was calculated and it was like precise.
Yeah, we didn't see many mistakes. We saw some interesting traps.
I don't think either player
damage.
made a mistake. I mean, I can't remember the frag, but even still, I think it was more good play by Evil than mistakes by Ash.
Yeah,
they both played more or less a near perfect game.
And Ash actually stole away a mega. I mean, you can maybe call that one of the mistakes or something from Evil, but
like a very, very slight miscue combined with a excellent calculation and luck and balls from Ash.
Yeah,
so not even a mistake. It was just Ash going man mode.
It was man mode. I mean, it was just because it was just so weird because of the timing. Because Evil had turned up for every single one before, but maybe Ash was just conditioning to think that he'd never go for the mega.
Well, that was also just after Evil had done like 200 damage to him. So
yeah, that's
like,
true.
It's fine. I've got an extra second now to get the red, but no. Even still, Ash played an excellent game, and we hope for the same here.
So map number 2, Cure. Evil is one map up here. And there it is, the push onto that positioning. They both want positioning. The plasma is unbelievable.
Can't believe it.
And that's going to allow Evil to just sweep away this red armor. No worries, no questions asked. Apart from
I really
plasma
need to
bots.
My plasma. Yeah, here we go. What was it? Was it Ash earlier, the plasma Pac-Man?
It was... Was it Ash?
I think it was Ash against Cypher. It was.
It was, yeah.
You're right. The plasma Pac-Man is back in town.
I want to make Pac-Man sounds, but I'm afraid it's going to...
I don't even know what Pac-Man sounds like.
I'm not going to do them because it's going to wreck people's ears over the mic. All right. Because you have the siren and then you have the wacka wacka wacka.
There we go.
All right, I won't do the siren. That's horrible. Anyway.
You sound like a Sesame Street character.
I know, it's brilliant. You should hear my count impressions.
I bet you have a lucky girlfriend.
Anyway, moving forwards. Great move by Evil. That rocket jump, just clinical precision, and just the ease at which he found that frag was
and this is exactly
disturbing.
why Ash didn't show his face on ZTN for large portions of the match, because when you do, Evil kind of punches it. And it's not nice to be punched in the face by a big angry Russian.
No. No.
It hurts, DDK.
It is painful. I have the scars to prove it.
So, at the minute, Ash must be thinking, what would Kula do? Because I don't think he knows.
What would Kula do?
WWCD.
Apparently Kula would be chilling over by the rail. So, good choice by Ash then. I would not question it. All the items are up at the moment. Ash is just trying to get himself out of this horrible position because he's worried that Evil's just going to be like, well, yeah, you're in a terrible position. I'm going to damage you. But the fact that all the items are up kind of prompted Evil to go and just sweep the rest of the map. And Ash as well.
Ash feeling good now, 170 armor. And he's, like, as we kind of used the analogy earlier, he's securing his objectives. He knows what Evil is. He's protecting the area so he can get in on the red, or just back off away from the red. Even still, he was just kind of protecting his space because he does not feel comfortable with Evil approaching him until he has a bigger stack.
So a bit of an exchange of damage on there. Missing all the shots by Ash there. That's kind of huge actually, because we look at what would the difference be with, you know, Evil had been railed here. Oh, this might just go Ash's way regardless.
It would have meant that Evil couldn't have pushed in there. That's how big that rail was.
And now we can see how things go from that one missed rail. Now Ash is in a very terrible position just simply because of that one rail and the ensuing situations.
We always talk about and analyse Quake in terms of events and objectives and how the game pans out, but it's also a game of triggers and cues. If Ash got that rail, he could have pushed it, and the game would have completely turned on the head because of that instant trigger. Like you have that initiation, that opening, and there's not many other games that have that split-second presentation of something changing in an instant. So even still, Ash has to now play defensive because of one single rail.
And actually, Ash passed below unbeknownst to Evil. You might have a beat on his position. Now there he is, putting rockets around the corner. But this is good. Look at how Ash can delay, working levels of his defense back and back and back, and able to delay Evil enough. But Evil just walks into him with the LG, drilling a hole through his chest.
It's weird when you watch Evil doing that because you kind of get that feeling. If I did that, I'd be dead. Like if I just march up the stairs with my chest puffed out, I'm going to eat multiple rockets. But for some reason, Evil kind of like Jesus comes out unscathed.
It's almost a hapless disregard for his own personal safety or well-being.
Yeah. Evil does not adhere to health and safety regulations.
No. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Evil's in town, and he's going to be going through the teleporter. He's just timing that not to get eaten, or not to eat some spam on the way out, or way through rather, as he makes his way back around across the map, gets the sound cues, knows Ash is below at the shards, and there he is through the telly. He's got a very good kind of track on exactly where he is. It's almost like Wallhack right now. The sounds are telling him everything he needs to know about the position. And there he is. Good rocket going in from Evil. Going to go up the stairs. And are we going to get the LG drill part 2? Almost.
He just marches in and says, "Get out, this is my area."
He is the gatekeeper.
Yes, and when Evil says get out, you must leave. So how is Ash not dead?
Ash has a guardian angel.
He really does.
Looking for the long distance rail.
This map is steadily slipping away. 5 minutes already gone. And Ash with nothing, literally nothing to his name, not even a lightning gun.
No 50. Look how long he's been absolutely crippled here. This is actually just nothing.
And Evil's pretty much going to have 200, which is scary enough. Because Ash doesn't even have 50. Now he does.
This could be bad if he goes for the yellow.
Evil's
but this is smart.
up, though.
I like how Ash is going for the top level. You see how he's... Here's the sound, changes his position, his route, everything changes.
Exactly, because playing for those sound cues, going through routes he knows that are safe and with exits, and as soon as he gets that sound cue, okay, now I can get the yellow.
More sounds. There it is. Evil on top of him right now, but Ash unfortunately not reacting quick enough. Interestingly, he was actually in a corner. I don't think Evil would have actually seen him if he just stayed put. But either way, quick couple easy frags there, and I feel very worried for Ash's game now as it's unraveling at a disconcerting pace.
That is the perfect word. The game is starting to unravel for Ash. He did play a good game up till a couple of minutes ago, but the Evil's power on this map is just far too much for Ash. Even though it was Matt's map pick, Evil is one of the best cure players at the minute. He just bullies you around, and it's one of the most difficult maps I find at Control is this map in particular, because I'm not exactly sure why, but because it's so hard to pressure.
Yep. Reminds me of a Dan Ross quote.
Yeah, Evil abuses that fact by getting a bigger stack and literally just walking at you, because he knows that you won't have a big enough stack to do anything about it, essentially.
Indeed. It's very difficult to deal with. And Evil's able to consistently hold on to these advantages for so long. Ash finally getting something, but He does have time to work with.
He
2.5
really
minutes.
does. He needs his frag quick.
Evil gets away by the skin of his teeth.
I don't know how Evil got away there.
I'm switching polls a lot. So, I mean, we don't usually do this, but I think it's actually a little bit nicer so that you guys can get a better idea of exactly where the guy is. Especially as a lot of these games are chasing deficits, like big deficits.
Yeah, I mean, when I watch demos on my own and I change every second or two,
Yeah.
you just kind of get into the hang of it.
There you go. Ash is
But
just
Ash,
charging across the entire map, collecting as
He's
much
running
as
out
possible.
of time very quickly. I mean, when you're chasing a lead, the timer seems to go faster and faster and faster.
Sand in the hourglass is almost gone.
You're on fire.
What?
I said you're on fire with these analogies.
I know. it's
Coffee's
crazy
worked
to-
wonders on you.
it's the coffee and the chicken. Oh my
Coffee
god.
and chicken.
Wonder combo. That's actually all I eat. Drink. Here we go. Does manage to find Evil. Dropping off. Gets the shards. Trying to get away. Got to be careful. Got to be calculated. Through the teleporter. Can he finish him off in time? So much damage done. An unbelievable amount of damage done by Evil. He survives for what
How does
appears
he
to
hang
be...
on so long? It's like an eternity.
It is exactly like that. Everything slows down. It's like a minute passes during the fight.
1 minute warning.
And 1 minute warning called by the in-game announcer there resounds through the hallways of Cure as Ash desperately tries to grasp at this 4 frag deficit. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. I'm not convinced. Evil's been just so immaculate with these defensive plays. And again, the dive comes in from Ash. And again, he's repelled.
Perfect defensive rocket.
Evil's back. On
Evil
form.
is back.
He's back in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder if he looked
Welcome
over his
him.
demos and thought, what was I on this morning?
Maybe he was on something. I don't know. I don't propose to...
Maybe he wasn't
To guess
on
what?
West time.
On what?
West time.
West. Like Kanye West's time
Kind of,
zone.
whatever that is.
I'm so big I have my own time zone.
Yes, I know.
Oh yeah.
But either way, Evil has found his groove, and that's a scary proposition considering Cypher is also in the mood today.
And by the way, for the whole West thing, we
Yeah,
were looking
it's
at
quite
ES reality
random.
and we were like, what the hell is WEST? Because no one in this building actually knows.
It's
Okay,
West time.
West time. So we were positing perhaps Kanye West has his own time zone now.
We are like not even closet. We're just losers.
I like how you just went out there and said it. Very direct. I admire that.
I like it. I
Yeah.
just
You
make
just
my
put
point.
it on the
yeah.
table. It's very direct.
I lay it out for the audience.
Yeah. Take it or leave it. That's it's their decision, really, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
No beating
Watch
around the
stream
bush.
just empty now.
Yeah. So we're going to the
Sinister,
next
yeah.
map. It's going to be Sinister, and so far Evil's plays have been fairly sinister in themselves, and he's up 2.
I can't take it sometimes.
You can't deal with it. Can't
It's
handle
just
it.
so bad.
Just drink more of the pre-workout. Oh, you've run out of pre-workout. You need more. You
Probably
need more extreme pre-workout, because I guess now it's pre-workout for a workout in 12 hours, not 12 hours, but like
Actually, like even started to
getting
it's sweat and like hot now. So
all the stimulant. What is in that thing?
huh?
What is in that thing? It's just red.
Chemicals.
There's just lots of red in there.
3,
All right, chemicals.
Chemicals, basically.
What you find in Stellar Artois, why they call it White Peter, I guess. Anyway, Ash and Evil on map number 3. This could be a quick 3-0 if Ash is not careful. He's got to get a good start here, and Evil's already just trying to burn off his armor with that LG, and how much damage did he do there? You can see Ash's pop. Oh, he was expecting the aggression. He completely just shoves him through the teleporter. It's like, nope. See ya.
Denied. But I do fancy Evil on this map.
Yeah, he's very... When he gets on control, it's quite strong.
Scary. And like I said earlier, Evil loves a good start. I mean, I know that sounds pretty obvious, but he kind of likes to test the water in the first minute. He'll get the key items at the start, grab his weapons, and then just look for you and say, "Look, guys, I'm fighting now. You either come or you're going to give me the next item. Which is it?" See, look, he just barrels in and says, "You either face me or I get this for free. Which one do you want? Which one do you want it to be?"
Sounds like a very simple way of life.
Ash
I like
says,
it.
"You can take it, but I'll clip a rail on the way out." And that's the way Evil plays. He sets the tone for the match within like the first 30 seconds to minute.
I do like that approach. I mean, it's how I handle crossing roads as well.
Come at me,
that later.
come at me, cars.
Well, you give them a choice. They stop or manslaughter. Your choice. Either way, a bit of a trade going on here as that approach is being embraced by Ash. He knows Evil's hijinks and tricks. Oh, that rocket!
Wow.
Pushing Ash back just before he could reach. He's reaching for that red. He couldn't quite get it in time, and they both die again.
They do. Mutual frag galore. Ow.
So what is that? Like, didn't we have 4 frags?
Well,
That's like
technically, yeah, two mutual frags. So
very interesting
2
stuff.
times 2 is 4.
13. Thank you.
That's all right.
Thanks for that. You know, I was going to call CZM, but
I'm actually a personal tutor, so
excellent.
I know this stuff.
Nice bit of splash there on the edge. And he was going to take Ash down. Oh, that
great
is
rail.
painful. Oh, what a flick. The vertical.
That is insane.
Vertical flick.
So yeah, now we're going to see Evil's got his stack. He can play a little bit more passive because he doesn't need to barrel in because he knows you won't be there. If you are there, you're going to die. That's the way Evil plays.
And it does speak to what you were saying at the beginning, the way that he likes to approach the start of the map. Because Ash was, I mean, he got outpaced eventually. Evil kind of outpaced him, and he couldn't keep up, and now we have Evil in control. And
so and another thing I like about Evil's play is he's very careful. Like, he turns up to our items with brute force, but then he will check like every crack and crevice of the area to see where you are. He's very diligent in like protecting himself and knowing. See, every single corner he's like, I know you're going to be here, and he gets an easy frag just by that diligence in checking what's going on.
that's really nice. That's actually really good damage right there.
It was.
Burned off about 50 armor. That's a big deal. And now
It's those
Ash-
annoying bursts of LG that keep your stack low enough for you not to be confident to make a move.
Yeah, because again, like if we see Ash taking another yellow, he's going like 100 instead of 150. That's actually a massive difference.
It really is. And people underestimate that. The little chinks that tick away at you, be it holding your LG for a second longer when someone's around a corner.
Like throwing out some plasma just before they get in range.
Exactly. And it's also one of those situations where some players may use a rail, but miss. Whereas Evil will 99% of the time use an LG because it's guaranteed damage, and that's the key. You can miss a rail and get nothing, whereas LG's always going to be guaranteed.
Oh, the Ash making... I was trying to make a push there. He has the time on that Mega. He's trying to make a push. Didn't quite catch Evil with the damage. That was quite a nice idea, though. I do like that from Ash.
Kind of similar to how we saw Clear play out, which is Ash playing decent on the defense, and then Evil just biding in time until Ash makes the slightest misstep, and he just...
Wow.
Just like this, and he just blows through him. 45% 80. That's insane.
Go away, Evil. This is not real. It's not real
wow.
life. Wow. Again, Ash actually bringing some LG of his own to town. Good stuff here from Ash, bouncing back in here. And with that Mega time, he still, even though he hadn't taken it in ages, he kept timing it. And that is reaping some serious rewards, that responsibility there over
If
the
you know
items.
the item time, you will always make good decisions. Well, you should always make good decisions.
You have the information to make good decisions.
There we go, thank you.
There you go. Because there's some people like me who just do stupid stuff.
Well, yeah,
almost like it's my day job.
But it's the most crucial bit of information, essentially.
Yep.
You can base your game off them, so...
You're saying previously to me that you'd spoke to the Hang, and maybe you want to say it?
Yeah, the Hang told me, it was a couple of dream hacks ago, that he virtually bases his entire game off item time, so every decision he makes will be based around the item time. And it's a very effective way to play.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those
that was
rockets,
disgusting from Evil, absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't matter how many item times you have, if Evil hits 4 rockets on your face, you're going to die anyway, so...
That was just an amazing defense. This just, again, shows you why Evil is a good player. When he is put to a fight, when his back is in a corner, he can fight. And he can deal really, really good damage. That's a great rail from Ash, though. But the return is so sick as well. But these guys are just trading blow for blow right now.
There has been some incredible combat skills displayed in this match.
Yeah.
And I think Evil's had his pre-workout because this morning he didn't hit anything.
I like that, the single flip. Interesting rocket jump there. I like that. Speed counts.
He didn't have any armor to lose, and there was health to regain it. So yeah, why not?
It's a nice move to make. A good consideration to put into your head. And there, look at the trapping the LG. Not quite so good,
these
though.
Rockets are just disgusting.
Oh my god. How does Evil even survive these situations? Again, defying what should be possible and making he's making it work. Oh no, he's going to catch Ash off the spawn. Oh,
Wow.
invisible Ash gets caught with a rail there.
Strength calls time nudge.
Strength scores time nudge. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple to say, but in those situations where you do get caught with your pants down, dropping for a rail, for example, I find it's very important just to not panic. Like we saw Cypher get caught off guard earlier,
Yes.
flick round and fire a rail. You've only got like 3 seconds of life left, maybe 2 rails max. If you can hit 1, even 2, you might even get a kill. Like, I know it's difficult, but just training yourself, and this is what Evil is very, very good at. In any situation, just be calm.
Yeah.
Like the shots will always be equally as difficult no matter what situation you're in. So
I think
be calm.
TDM actually helps with that. Those
Yes,
shots a
because you're in
lot.
so many different situations. And if you could hit those rails when you really shouldn't, A, you might come out alive, and B, it really, really messes with people's heads. Like, there's nothing worse than setting up a great trap, catching someone off guard, and you coming out on the receiving end of damage.
And Evil's so consistent at this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's looking. He's
90%?
Oh, what?
How many? 9 out of 10.
Oh my god. That is. He's on point, and the thing is that he's hitting a lot, but he's not overusing it. He's not letting his accuracies dictate his game. He
Thing
knows
is-
how to play a duel.
the thing
he's
is,
just shooting the shots that when he gets the opportunities.
Evil's well renowned for his stable LG. However, watching Evil a lot more recently, I wouldn't say his game is rail based. His rail is very important in dictating his movements around the map. He uses it as a key opener because if he hits a rail, he'll be in there like a flash.
Yep.
He uses it kind of like an old school cooler. LG heavy, but rail is an important dictator of how he approaches fights. If he hits a rail, he'll be in there. If not, he'll just back off and continue his cycle and try and hit some extra damage elsewhere.
I just love the fact that it's not influencing his game.
No,
That he's
not at
hitting
all.
so much.
It's not like a kill sim that if he misses the rails, he's going to die. The rails are luxury.
And he's even spamming a shot there just in case, 'cause
Whoa.
sometimes you can clip them.
Exactly.
Jesus. Is so good right now. His
is-
mouse control looks so amazing with some of these rail shots. It looks so controlled.
I do enjoy watching him aim just because he's so patient and like everything is so calculated in his aim. Like
and he doesn't get carried away.
flustered. Yeah.
It's like, I'm hitting a lot, get carried away. That happens to me a lot. I'm like
Like
yeah,
Twister
I'm
when he
hitting a lot.
got pummeled earlier. Not
Mm.
pummeled in that match, but like Ash, I think it was. Hit a rail and then go for the rail finish, end up dying yourself. Evil wouldn't have done that. He would have swapped out a weapon because he's
Make good, efficient choices.
yes, he's efficient.
Efficient is probably a very good word in D3 overall, if you had to use a single word.
Robot.
Robot,
Robot. That's my word.
alien,
I'm not going to ask you for single word answers because you flopped so hard before.
cyborg,
Cyborg, hey.
bionic commando.
But that's 2. You're just
Not if you
good at
put a
these
hyphen.
games.
Not if you put a hyphen in there.
No,
You
no,
link
you're just
the
not
words.
good at these games.
Come on.
DDK.
I've been practicing. I'll practice this more. I'll blow you away next time. You will be surprised.
Okay. I was 3-0 already. That was a quick series.
It was. It really was.
It was. I was really impressed actually. I didn't know what Evil was going to turn up. I presumed a good Evil would turn up, but I didn't realize the Evil would turn up.
The thing is, though, it's very hard to when you see games like this where you will literally hit 90% rail, like every single rail was hit apart from one
Yeah.
in the first 5 minutes. How do you deal with that? I mean, that's just one of those spots where it's like you just lose that map.
And it's
You
not
just
like
lose
they
that,
were
man.
easy rails. He was using it, like we said, as a luxury for like hard shots or where Ash is kind of jumping across platforms. Like it weren't easy shots where you're just messing around on a Clan Arena server on DM17 or whatever. Like these were shots that were just, if I hit them, great. And when you're getting 90% of them, it just means it just decimates your opponent because he does so much damage without it. So
yeah. It's insane. You just can't stack up quick enough. You just can't. You just die.
Because when you do try to, he's there to stop you.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not unbeatable, but
It's gonna be great to see him against
dominates.
Cypher later.
I just
Sorry.
hope-
Whoa. We haven't seen that match yet.
I just hope Cypher doesn't implode as he usually does.
All right.
If he beats Pavel,
Yeah.
I just want him to play well. I don't want him to try and... I just think he tries to change everything when he approaches Evil, when he doesn't need to.
Well, hopefully... I'm sorry if Pavel's listening. Kind of just skipped over him there. But yeah,
He
we're
won't
gonna.
understand anyway.
It's good that we have a good Evil right now, and I hope Cypher was watching and you know looking at Evil's game and seeing what he's in store for, because it's going to be challenging to say the least, especially as Evil does tend to have this online flair.
Yeah.
And Cypher's kind of
New online
is
hero.
well, online doesn't really help him that much. LAN, he's a beast.
Yeah, always consistent
So-
online.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, very short break, and we'll be back with the other semi-finals to see who is going to face against Evil in the grand final of the spring season finale. Stick with us.